Right now it's time for probably the most important part of the video. Chris, do you want to handle this one? I'll handle the beginning of this one.
It's kind of hard to say. So.
After a lot of reflection, discussion, and thinking about it, we decided it would be best if Season 5 was the final season of Stupid Mario Brothers.
Just because we're out of time doesn't have to be goodbye. The clock's run out, but it doesn't mean it's game over. Here we are now at the end, standing here with all our friends. Up against no walls, our battle's finally over.
So, I guess for syncing purposes, I will say, when I say Schmiegel, you say Fiegel, Schmiegel.
Beagle, because I don't want to say Fiegel. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my boss.
When I say fuck, you say Zifprod. Fuck.
I'm not gonna do that.
Season 4, we did that, like, we recorded that a long time ago. And then
Fucking time ago. We were different people back then. I'm married now to a beautiful model named Jessica.
I am going through my second divorce. And by the way, anyone who is wondering, we will be doing World Legacy and Plumber Night as well, but I don't know when. It could be like the series. I'm completely for dragging this series on as long as possible.
Yeah.
It's a fun little tradition. Maybe it could, like, now that we've done all the good stuff, maybe it can be like, yeah, no, never mind. That's mean. Plumber Night's kind of cool. And I like a lot of Season 5, but maybe now it can kind of become like a yearly tradition or something. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends on how we feel. So,
Mike, what were your thoughts on Season 5 when you were younger?
So the last video we kind of gave a recap on what we thought. I thought Season 4 was really good, and then I didn't like it on our rewatch that much, aside from like some of the episodes. For Season 5, even back then, I have to say about half of it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And I think Richie is self-aware because he started making comments saying that it should have only been 10 episodes, and he acknowledged, Richie fully admitted that the season was padded out. To give Richie some credit though, off of memory, this is the way I remember it. The first 4 episodes have like a few things I don't like in them, but for the most part it's a really good opener. And then it's just padded until the final episode. But the final episode is an hour long, so you could argue like half of the season is good. You could probably do a fan edit of Season 5 and only include the good stuff, remove all the padding, and it would probably be very enjoyable.
To keep it short so that we're not dragging this opening for like forever, because we're almost at 5 minutes anyway. Agreed.
It's Kevin
it's
Chamberlain.
Our friend.
Kevin Smiles here. Yeah, there it was.
He's a happy lad. I actually like the sunset look of this scene.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
They put in some fair effort into this fight scene.
Also, I do want to note, this was not around these episodes, but like later on in this season, like if you remember, it was like around the time when like their camera's microphone or something was like having those weird technical issues.
Waluigi, end of the line for you. We both lose here today.
So we might come across those at some point and react to that.
They do something really lame halfway through the season, maybe not even halfway, where all of the edges of the screen are darker for some reason. I forget what that's called.
Is that like a lens thing or POV, something like that?
I think that's like a color grading thing, and they did it to make it look more cinematic. But this looks so much better than what they do later on. I gotta give them some props for not doing some big comeback with Noxdesius. He just walks in frame. Hey, I'm back.
I mean, like, the last episode with Darkness, like, saying he's coming back, I mean, it was fine enough, I guess. Like, I remember back then I rolled my eyes, like, and it was just like, okay, don't need to drag this out any longer. Like, just reveal him, you know, as a decent shot. He's not, like, the main villain of the season anyway. He's just a past villain that's coming back.
Yeah.
I think they knew that he wasn't supposed to be bigger than what he is in the season anyway.
It seems like, yeah, it feels like the whole point of this season was just to have all the villains on the show come together. That's like kind of a fun idea for a final season. It's not, I don't necessarily protest that in Austin's Bowser now.
I think he did a decent Bowser.
He did alright.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think Austin was the right choice. But I mean, I don't know. I can't really say who would have been a better choice, though.
Yeah. It's who they had, I guess. I do like the idea of kind of sticking with the Bowser canon and like the fact that he's taller now. He like uses that to like boost his ego and be like, yeah, that makes me cooler and stronger now. You know, that's so like that's really good for like Bowser's character. I feel like.
There's Matt without the Donkey Kong mask on in the background.
It's him.
That's a better villain for Austin to play.
Yeah.
But they just kind of kill him right here.
I would have loved for him to just keep staying in Season 5. He's just a person with a gun. Like, that's all he is. He has, like, the underdog villain. Austin's in a lot of this episode as many different characters.
Yeah, they did give him a lot.
Also, I love this scene. Ness is just beating him to a pulp. If they put like little blood splatter effects like near the body, that would have been hilarious. Like there, that last shot, just like in his face or something, a little bit of blood, that would have been really funny. Not to the excess of like that one episode from Season 3, but you know what I mean. A little bit. How's it feel watching scenes with Donkey Kong knowing his inevitable demise?
I think he deserves it.
Oh. This has been a great discussion.
I think when DK became Matt making silly noises, he deserved to die.
I think Matt playing as Donkey Kong is one of the best things that could have happened to the character, personally. I fucking love Matt. And
I love Matt too.
Look at this. You wouldn't have something like that with anyone else as Donkey Kong. Come on.
With him walking off frame, I think Austin would do that.
But the body language is just something so beautiful and awkward. I love it.
I love Matt. I got a little tired of like.
What the fuck? Again, excessive. Just one shot in the head is fine.
To be fair, the characters do keep coming back from the dead.
I've never felt better.
I remember as a kid actually thinking he died and will never come back.
Oh no, is Snake dead?
Did you actually think that when this episode came out?
I don't know.
He's dead!
Like when Mario said he's dead right there, I legit thought, okay, that's it for Snake. Like there's this season's gonna like give you some unexpected turns, you know, but then the next episode ruined that. I'm like, okay, they
literally in the next frame of show. I hate that they did that because one, it's like a cop out saying that he's dead and then he's not, but also it just like completely cancels his season 4 arc.
Yeah.
That's not Richie. Doing something and then taking it back immediately is not a good story arc.
So here comes the part in the series here of Makal and Zatch where I try to hit on the women in the episodes that we're watching.
Oh wow, that's embarrassing.
Responding back to me. So how tall do you think she is?
I don't know, Zach.
You think she'd go out on a date with me?
Probably not.
Why not? I mean, if I like her, that's enough, right?
You go for it, Zach. Try to find her personal Facebook page.
I think, I'm not 100%, but I think that they used to date. And this was his girlfriend at the time.
Probably. I think that Wario Mona's actors dated. I think that
Doug and Walgina, Zach.
Yeah,
Wolfina.
Probably. Yeah, Any characters that you see kiss in the show were probably dating at some point.
Yes.
Oh, Dane Kevin Cook and Austin Stevenson. I wonder if this show is also responsible for every single one of those relationships ending.
Would that be funny? I don't even know if I should laugh at that. It's kind of depressing.
There's a cool shot of Ryu coming up here where like the sun where the sun just kind of reflects off of him really well, and it looks like it's like an effect. Like, look at that, that's cool. It just brightens up when he's on the screen.
My guess is Ganon won't be sending any new troops there.
He has no
who was that passing by there? You saw that?
I missed that.
Well, now we both missed something. Now we're even. This is funny. Bye.
Mario and I are signed up with AT&T.
AT&T exists. That's funny.
Like, few seconds before that moment, he had a problem with AT&T, and he was like, you know what's gonna help me get my frustration out on this? Writing it down and putting it in the series. And then one of the couples that was on the show broke up because of that.
That's how the first one went.
Yeah, that's how the first one went. Throughout this commentary, we'll be finding out how the other ones broke up. But I feel like you can do, like, someone who's, like, experienced with audio remixes. Like, I'm sure they can take, like, a bunch of clips of Donkey Kong from this series and, like, make a cool remix out of them. There's a lot of potential.
Is anyone up for the task? I'm certainly not.
Let's hold an unofficial contest. Top 10 remixes will get a prize of a thumbs up. Good job from me.
Yeah, just Zach. I'm not giving you a thumbs up.
Video call each other, so you can see the thumbs up in real time. And I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to give you a thumbs up, and then after that I'm going to end the call, and that'll be your prize.
Please spend 10 hours minimum working on the remix.
I'm not lying, I will do it. So at least one person does it, I will. Give me your Discord information and I will.
And again, Zach is the only one committing to this.
Yeah. Or if they just turn out to be some, like, Omegle person, just, like, they turn on their webcam, it's just their dick jacking off. And I'm like, I still give the thumbs up.
You have to. You made a promise.
I have to. It's in the contract.
You have to be good. You have to be good on your word.
No, DK, I will never switch to Old Republic.
What's the point of these
funny.
ads?
I saw the sign.
He needs to learn another song.
He does. Do you think she'd be okay with me telling her to step on me?
I don't know how to respond to that, Zach.
Rise, my friend.
Oh God, it's time. I like that they brought Pauline back as a villain.
I love those gloves.
That was a fun idea. Parts of the Ganon costume are fine. It's the one part when the camera pans up that's not so good. I get why Scott Masterson came back. It's because he's a funny villain and they wanted to bring him back. But, like, logically, there's no reason that anyone would ask Scott Masterson to be part of their team.
Maybe it's because he has connections to the Mario Brothers. I like those people in the reflection.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong? I don't see anything wrong with that.
You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Why is he walking like a robot? He was like, burp, 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 oh, turn, burp, 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 you know?
It looks like it's really hard to run in that costume.
It does. Like the boots are gonna fall off at any time.
Yeah.
Burp, 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 burp.
Kevin was just in the opening scene with Richie, like with the darkness, and they said, "Okay, that's enough FaceTime for you, Kevin. Put the mask back on." I don't think Kevin should have been Bowser or anything, but I do think they could have given another character to Kevin. The General appears for like 10 minutes altogether in the season, maybe less. And actually, definitely less. He probably appears 5 minutes altogether.
How do you think the General's doing nowadays with his family?
They probably got COVID.
We said we weren't going to do a COVID joke, Mike.
I never agreed to that at all.
Everyone who's watching this right now, put something negative about Mike in the chat. Thank you.
Go ahead. I can take it.
And the editor better not put anything on the screen telling them to do otherwise. Because I'm above you, editor.
I'll just,
No, I am. No, don't argue with me, editor. Yes, I am. No, heck you. Oh, you just said it. Oh, you said the magic word that really pissed me off, editor. I'm gonna come over there, I'm gonna lick your ear. And that's gonna weird you out. I don't care.
Brock's just not even paying attention to the speech, he's just looking around.
For everyone who can't, are you ready to accept this task?
Yeah!
Then today, we fight!
There's a lot to make fun of, but I would still say that these episodes are fine. Stuff is happening in all of them. There's three different big stories going on. Each of them keeps getting developed a little further. And now we have Master Gangles, another Austin character, but I like Master Gangles.
He's a good character.
He has that, I think it's the Gangles hand wave.
Singer technique, Gangles, hand wave.
What'd you think of the pirates being included? My God.
It's kind of. I thought it was kind of funny back then. Very cost effective.
I really liked the idea of like the ninjas having their own rivals, you know. And for like the final episode was like this really fun thing of like having these two armies clash.
Yeah. If you're cool, if you're okay with something being tone deaf, then that's exactly what it is. So, a lot of people who watch this show are obviously okay with something being tone deaf, but a lot of the season tries to take itself seriously, then the two big armies that are fighting in it are just a huge joke.
Did I mention that Ace of Base sucks?
You take that back.
No.
No.
I love that response. I don't even know if it's funny for the reason that they meant it for it to be funny. I just like it. You take that back. No.
There's the UPS sign. Come get some. I'm right behind you.
Whoa. Oh my womo Shinderu.
You see, he doesn't kill FedEx, he just knocks him out because deep down he truly loves FedEx.
This isn't the end. We'll be back with.
Arg.
Done, General.
I don't know if that's the way that type of gun would work, where you can just keep shooting it.
Yeah.
This is kind of a cool shot. All the characters walking in, approaching the villains.
The scheduling for this episode, or this and the next episode, was like probably very hectic.
Yeah, this is all probably one day, but a very long day.
Yeah.
Because after this, it's like they don't all show up together again.
I mean, it's hard to schedule this many people.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. They had to have known that they were cheaping out on the makeup, or like it was a time thing. But they had to have noticed. Parts of Matt's face are just flat out not painted.
What if they did something more original, like instead of like completely covering the face, like make like some tattoo-looking art on his face every now and like in certain spots, like under the eyes, on the forehead, whatnot. Just then it doesn't look like blackface, and it looks more like a traditional thing for like his people, you know. Like make up some canon for it, you know. Could be kind of fun.
Yeah. I feel like what happened is they had all these people there that day. They did the makeup. They probably realized that it looked terrible, but it was just like, not everyone can stay here all day. We gotta film.
Yeah.
And then they had to keep the makeup consistent for the rest of the show. Because I don't think that there's a chance anyone looked at that and thought it looked even remotely acceptable.
Like, what's the businessman gonna do?
Scott Masterson's actor is a pretty funny guy.
I like him. Imagine Ryu getting beaten up by a ninja. Just some random ninja.
Yeah, there's no consistency with the ninjas. Sometimes they suck, sometimes they're just as strong as everyone else.
Like, you could have had the Ryu beat the ninja, but like one of the top guys, like Nox Decius or something, do something magic-y to him to knock him out. that shot's great.
Brock just fucking falled over.
He just dies.
I like that joke there with it being Gary thinks that he can take everyone on and then gets his ass beat, but I wish that wouldn't have just been a punch. I wish that would just been them beating the hell out of him.
Honestly, why did they bring Brock and Gary to the fight?
Why are Brock and Gary even around?
Because, like, just keep Austin playing Bowser in this scene and keep Julian playing Snake in this scene, so then you don't have to awkwardly, like... Because, like, they try to, like, in certain ways. Like, the last episode when the shots are cutting back and forth with everyone, Gary is, like, out front in the center, and then when they cut to Snake, he's, like, peeking over someone's back, like he's hiding behind. That's, like, how they explain how you didn't see him walking up with everyone else in that one big shot.
Yeah, I know.
You could have just avoided that with just, like, not including Brock and Gary, because they weren't gonna help.
Snake is a better person to see in that group shot than, Gary. Kudos to Matt. I can tell he's trying as Ganondorf.
I think he had fun with it. I love the scene when he freeze frames them all. Freezes them all.
Yeah, that's about to happen. I actually really like that too. Yeah. I was just thinking about that.
He like pats one on the head as he walks by him.
Yeah.
It's cool, it's badass.
A lot of the jokes I don't like, but I also didn't like them back then. But so far, yeah, these first four have been pretty enjoyable. there's definitely ironic enjoyment to it, but it's not boring at all.
I always thought those shoulder pads on Ganon looked very puffy and pillowy. It's very soft. The cape looks more like curtains or something, like a shower curtain.
It definitely looks like a homemade costume, which credit where credit's due. It doesn't look like it was easy to make it. It just didn't pan out so well.
Well, I'm afraid we only have one real option left.
You don't mean it's come to that?
Yes, as embarrassing as it is, it must be done.
What are we talking about?
Silence, Ken! You'll spoil the surprise!
I remember thinking, and this is a stupid thought, I shouldn't have thought this, but I remember thinking that they were going to get Ash to join them and they were going to have a new actor for him. Like, I didn't think Dane was coming back, but I thought they were going to, like, bring him back as, like, a villain.
All that I thought of that part was the delivery was pretty bad.
Yeah. I felt like him joining forces with the Mario Bros was just too obvious of a thing, and they're treating it like it's a surprise. So I was like, ooh.
Who'd they get anyway? I forget.
They don't get any. They just join forces with the Mario Brothers.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was pretty underwhelming.
And in the last season, they said that they weren't going to do that, and then the surprise is, hey, we're doing it. And now Mario doesn't do jack shit until the finale. That's not true, but it's
Doesn't he go to Hyrule and talk to the Lon Ranch guy, or is that
he does?
Else? Yeah.
What I was saying before is Mario's arc kind of becomes what Brock and Gary's arc was last season, where they're just kind of like little comedy scenes in between. And they do eventually start trying to tell a story with it, but I do think like these next few episodes, nothing happens with Mario. It's just they cut to him and Gary and Brock out. And there's some little funny scene as they go to visit Dane again.
I just want to get to know her, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't need help with the darkness. I will take him on myself.
In just a couple of episodes, you know, until 75, but, you know, until then, just believe me, I will take on the darkness.
It is a pretty good fight, to be fair.
It's so good.
It might be the best fight scene in the entire show.
It was the first time I heard the Sephiroth theme too, because I didn't play Final Fantasy VII until then. Yeah.
Dude, me and Stuart were talking about that. I told him I heard the Sephiroth. I don't even know. I'm not even a fan of Final Fantasy VII. I just love the music, and I learned of all of it because of Richie. Full Metal Alchemist soundtrack, the Final Fantasy soundtrack.
I feel like as great as it is, at the same time, like playing Final Fantasy VII and getting to the final boss, like hearing the music, but hearing it from the show for the first time, like kind of ruined it for me, like the experience, because it was supposed to be really epic, and all that I was thinking of like is Stupid Mario Brothers, you know. So yeah, it's like this really, it's like Sephiroth is like one of the great villains next to like Bowser and Ganondorf and all that, and like his final boss battle in one of the greatest games of all time just got ruined for me because of Stupid Mario Brothers. You know, it's like so good.
I think this is the last episode before they do the weird thing with the edges of the video. They put like a frame around, like a shadowy frame around it, and again, there's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is right now. Literally, it's a default option that you can do. It's just like a quick thing you can click on in Adobe Premiere and do what they do.
I might know what you're talking about after I'm just like starting to think about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it really bothered me that much though.
I think it's really ugly, and it doesn't ruin everything. There's still some good shots in the season. We can't interact with this because annotations aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
But you actually could click on these and get a video of Richie saying, I'm not gonna write the season in 2 different ways. I don't think they did it yet. This still looks normal.
Hey! Damn you, Decius!
I like that Darkness is now a comedy relief character. This is great. I mean, he's sort of comedic still, always, but like, you know, in a cornier way now, it's just not fitting.
He's just not taking certain things as seriously anymore. He's having his identity crisis this season. I stand by what I said in the video so far. 61 through 64, those were enjoyable. Flawed beyond belief, but enjoyable. 65 was not good.
I have nothing to say to you.
I don't get okay, I have nothing to say to you. That's really funny and meaningful, and there was a point to that. I don't even understand what the thought process is there. Why would he say that to him? I have nothing to say to you. Like, he wasn't trying to talk to you. He wasn't instigating a conversation with you. What would you think, Zach, if some random person just walked up to you on the street, pointed, you said, "I have nothing to say to you"?
I'd laugh.
Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan?
I kind of like Captain Morgan.
I do. I love this character so much.
I use that music for Slippin's theme.
I love, like, they needed him for the final episode, and, like, they just needed to wake him up, and, like, after that, like, now they can go to war, and then, like, he's just leading the army.
I actually like the running
This
joke,
guy's not
too.
qualified at all to lead the army.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be, like, who helps them with the pirates and all of that. But throughout the entire season, every time they mention him, he's just, like, passed out somewhere with that music playing. I actually think that's one of the good jokes.
As pointless, they made him, like, such a pointless character, like, helping-wise, but, like, in the end, he did help out a whole lot. I don't know, it's just like one of those...
Well, I don't know, because his fight is the only one they lose in the final episode. Because, like, the last episode is just nothing but a bunch of fights from Team Ganon versus Team Mario. And Team Ganon only wins one fight, and that's the ninjas versus the pirates, which I think is really funny that they win that one. It was good, because it's not, like, completely like, oh, this team won every single fight.
Zubashi, what do you think is better, Jaws or Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Why have Decius degrade down to this? I just don't get it. Give it to someone else.
I'm glad we talked, PK. You're a good friend. No hard feelings?
What the fuck?
Yeah, he could have had Scott join their team.
I do like this, though. I don't know, I'm a sucker for that. It's cute. But I also think that Donkey Kong should have been a psychologist after this. Also, this is fucked, by the way. This is really dark. This is probably the darkest thing they've done. Just a bunch of cannibals just going to eat Masterson. That's his fate.
And they cancel it out in Mario World.
Thank God.
But I think it'd been really funny if Mario World never existed and that was actually the canonical ending of his character.
I don't know. I felt like that was a little too dark for his character. You know? That shouldn't have been how he ended up, being eaten by cannibals.
Especially after he was kind of going for a redemption arc.
Yeah.
This is another wasted opportunity, because they could have literally just done an episode where it was a road trip with Mario, Gary, and Brock. And that would have been great.
They would have had to pay a lot of gas stuff, yeah. Pay for gas a lot.
Well, they did a Season 5 fundraiser.
The whole fundraiser goes toward the gas.
What's AAA?
A lot of company references in this season.
Yeah, Richie's just, like, complaining about different companies he doesn't like. Like, he goes to GameStop and tries to return a game, and they don't let him. He's like, I'm gonna write a joke about this in Stupid Marlboros, that'll show you. And then the customer's just, the employee's just like, sir, you keep threatening me with this. How did Waluigi eat during all of this?
Don't worry about it.
I was wondering if I could go on a date.
This is, I'll at least give them credit with this one. It's not just talking. Like, they don't just talk about it, they do actually show the date. That is going the extra mile, and that's what me and you keep criticizing. So I gotta give them credit there, they do show the date. It's not just them talking in the forest. Why'd you make these two fight, Richie? Oh, I wonder what the reason was. What history did these two have? Pauline's actress got into it.
What if she method acted during the whole thing? She like started licking knives, brought knives to her on set.
Attempted to murder Richie on several different occasions. Fun fact, the mustache on Captain Morgan is painted on from here on out because apparently the glue irritated the hell out of Matt's lips.
Anyway, this scene is fucking great.
No.
It's so awkward.
We were told if we came here we'd win $10,000.
Although the acting from the girls could have been better to make this even more awkward. It was just...
It's a funny idea, but yeah, they no offense, they're just two girls that Richie and Austin knew and reluctantly agreed to do a scene in Stupid Mario Brothers.
So how do you think that went?
Surprisingly well. They'll be back. Who could stay away from
I love them. I love them.
You don't care about me.
This is a pretty emotional
scene.
Emotional. Yes.
You're gonna ask me to marry you?
I love this.
More
this
writing like there should have been in the season.
I agree, this is great.
It's stupid shit that they're just like ironically doing.
Maybe they were doing it ironically, maybe they were actually being serious. Either way, it's really entertaining. Because it's such a ridiculous thing.
Snake, thank God I found you.
Just hiding behind this trash can. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, here's another story arc they completely dropped.
Yeah, Ken just decided, you know what, we're teaming up with the Mario Brothers, that means I'm friends with Ryu now.
I was really interested in this at first because, like, based off the last scene with him, I thought he was doing this reluctantly. And that was gonna result in, like, him, like, being fake nice here, and that was gonna, like have a big payoff in the end. But no, they're legitimately just cool for each other now.
They just hang out at the park for the rest of the season.
There's a funny little playground scene with them there because it's funny because they're funny. Haha, funny adults playing on a playground. That's the joke. Fuck the story we set up. Fuck him even being a character.
Oh, Gary! Didn't I already get rid of you guys?
That was like a year ago in this like context of the story. We should watch Pokemon Pals next. I don't know if that's
is that the shippage one?
That's the no, that's Starter Squad. Pokemon Pals
right.
is the one where it's like live action. There's a running joke. There's a running joke where Ash doesn't know what sex is.
Oh wait! Is that from Nathaniel Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, that show. Yeah. I used to love that show.
Same here. It was like another stupid Mario Bros.
That was very Rich Alvarez level stuff.
Yeah.
There was a lot of putting women in the spotlight in the worst ways, from what I remember, just like including them because they're women and because they're hot, and casting them because they're hot. A lot of stuff like that in that show.
Yeah, they have.
There's a lot of lewd stuff.
In the final episode, they have Pikachu portrayed by an actress, like a human actress.
I remember there was this one little skit they did with May and I think a Magnemite, and it was just, yeah, very, very lewd. Yeah, we should do that for Makal and Zatch.
I think so.
Good God. Now I'm remembering stuff.
We gotta do the other Mario shows. There's like Super Mario Warfare. There's There Will Be Brawl.
Yeah. Anyway, one show at a time. This one, we're not even scratching the surface. There's still so much left.
We gotta watch all of Will Brower's stuff too, except not the old stuff. I actually would like to watch his quarantine Mario Brothers for this, though. He made a Mario show about coronavirus. I feel like we gotta watch that.
Okay.
Blair Verstorm. Okay, this is the episode I'm talking about. You see that,
It looks
right?
like a flashback.
Yeah, that's not good. And it's not just the, like, border. It's not just the border around the screen.
It just looks darker. Some faces you can't really see clearly.
It's like they put the contrast all the way up.
It looks really bad.
Yeah, it's not
I forgot
good.
all about this.
Yeah. And like and you see what I'm saying with the edges, right? Where there's like a little bit of shadow around the edges.
I don't notice the edges. I just notice like the center and everything. Like faces look darker and you can't like, I mean, when it's still like that, it's a bit fine. But like stuff like that on the right side of his face looks way too dark. And you have to like squint a bit just to like really see the details. It kind of hurts your eyes over time.
It's not good. It's not good, and I remembered it happening. In the first
bottom of the screen there, look at that.
And it's such a shame because the color in the first few episodes, it looked amateur, but it looked fine, you know? And now they have nicer camera quality, but they fucked all of the color up.
Every time there's some darker color, it just hurts to look at. Whether it's a bit of a shadow on a person or a black shirt right there, just hurts.
I'm gonna give Blair Verstorm's, or whatever his name's, actor some credit. I do not like his character on the show, but do you remember the web series Closed Quarters?
No.
I remember me and you watched that one too. I'd have to send you a link for you to remember it. But basically, he was an actor in a 7-episode web series that I haven't seen since I was younger. I don't know if it was still good, but I remember really liking it.
What'd you think of Waluigi, like, having his final fight and all that here? I liked it.
I remember loving it. I remember thinking that episodes 65 through 74 were kind of boring, but there were a few good moments sprinkled in.
I remember that glitchy looking fireball he threw here.
I do think that this is one of the sprinkled in good moments. This scene is just good.
Oh god, what was that right there?
Yeah, that was weird. And that looked like shit. That looked like the fractal noise default in Adobe After Effects.
You picked the wrong day to be an asshole.
I do like that line, though. I'm sorry, Richie. If you watch these, Richie, I don't know if you do or not.
Maybe he'll... Oh, the left side of the screen there. But, like,
It got better. It got better. Plumber Knight.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, he acknowledges over time, like, yeah, the color grading choice for these episodes was, like, a bad pick.
If going off of memory, Plumber Knight and Legacy look decent. I mean, at least in terms of like color grading, it's not.
No, I mean for like this season.
Yeah.
Like, what they did with these episodes, like if he regrets how he decided to make this look.
I'm just giving him credit for the future, but like these are really cool shots that they got over here, and it looks like shit because of the way he colored it. That's so dark right there.
Oh, the right side of the screen there looks like. Oh, it hurts. It really hurts.
Oh, that's a bummer. This looks like it was like heavily color graded, you know? And I feel like he was probably genuinely trying to make this look cinematic. And he just again, I can sympathize because I should show you. I'm going to play, you know what, right now, Richie, to be fair, I'm going to play a bunch of clips from videos that I've actually released with worse color grade, well, on par color grading as this. Because this is about as bad as you get. But the overexposure is somehow worse than it was before.
See, I think he learned from the last episode that the colors just weren't working.
This is significantly better.
I like how the music is like very like celebratory. Like, yes, we're finally in Hyrule and Stupid Mario Brothers. Like, this has been a long time coming.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool because they never went to another big video game world ever in the show. It was always our world. And now we're finally somewhere and it's Hyrule. Like, that's cool. And they met up with the Lon Lon Ranch guy. Like, that's kind of epic. I like it.
Honest to God, I always criticize Mario's storyline, but now seeing it all, like, at once, it's not actually flowing that poorly.
Oh, God. Damn. Okay. We're back. Sorry.
Alright.
So,
alright, Zach.
I'm not here right now. I'm in another plane. Just existing and enjoying living.
To be fair, literally every single female viewer fangirled over Chris, or...
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Mainly Chris.
How did he get injured again? Or is he not injured? Is this just his doctor appointment?
Did you miss the Bear Blair Storm scene where he got shot? I think I called him Bear Blair Storm.
It could have literally been anyone else but Snake. Like, he's just not important this season.
Is he okay? He's sleeping again.
I like that shot where they're all looking down at him.
What?
Yeah, I did too.
Totally fine, and I can take care of myself. What am I still doing down here?
Well, now you just look like an idiot.
I like that. That was a good delivery from Matt. I'm glad that Ken and Ryu are playing such an important role in this season. They're really good. I really like everything they're doing. Their rivalry could have been some genuine dumb fun.
I should have asked them to pick me up a bagel or something.
A bagel, good joke, Richie. I like it. That's funny. Oh, this is the sad scene. It's so sad.
I almost died.
Wario Mona gonna break up. It's so sad. So many tears. So many tears on my face. Oh no, not Wario Mona. No, please no, nothing but that.
I shipped them.
You're gonna break my aching heart.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Why is Donkey Kong in this scene?
Because he's Wario's best friend. No, he saved Mona. That's why.
Oh, he was a punching bag. That's what he needed to do.
No, he saved Mona. That's why. DK was comforting Mona.
Good night.
They're gonna play sad scene with Full Metal Alchemist music. I took this scene seriously when I saw it for the first time. Now it's the funniest thing in the show. Wario does not have the motivation for leaving everyone behind here. But, like, Matt's trying with his acting, and they're reprising the Full Metal Alchemist Brothers theme. Like, so many of the right pieces are here, but his reason for leaving is not good. And I took it seriously when I was younger and saw it for the first time, because all the other pieces were there. Matt is doing a good job with the acting. The music choice is excellent. It's not poorly shot, but his motivation sucks so fucking much. I want to have an emotional impact here. I want to care so badly. Because it could be a really good scene. Like, you can tell this is like one of the scenes that they wanted to make the season for. Because it's such an emotional moment and you care so much about these guys because you've been watching them for years and this is a big fallen out scene. But God, they needed a better motivation for it to happen.
I feel like ditching out on the ends of the world like that just because of a girl is kind of weak sauce.
Not only is it weak just for that, but they also did not have a lot of chemistry between those two, Wario and Mona. It's just little bits throughout the season. I hate, oh, it's such a wasted opportunity. I think it should have been something a lot harsher to make him leave.
Also, these kind of scenes with the two of them at the park is drawn out way too much, and I don't even know if there's any point of them needing scenes like this. I just remember... Yeah, I just remember these scenes being pointless, and they still are.
This was them burying the hatchet and deciding, yeah, we are completely fucking
I don't really
silly.
care, though, because they already were okay with each other back at that tree scene, so I don't really care about any excess stuff.
It could have been a setup. It could have been Ken saying, like, I can't take it anymore. The fucking darkness told me I had to get along with you, but I fuck you. It could have been something, but no, this scene completely confirms they're cool with each other. That was one of the interesting things in Season 4, and they just decided, nope, guess what? It's a funny playground scene now!
With two of the most badass characters that aren't comedy relief characters, aren't really interesting because they were introduced in the season prior, and you don't really have much to give them, it seems, so what's the point?
The point is, you set something up in Season 4, give it a payoff.
Yeah, you hear the little audio bits, like, glitching out, like, double sometimes.
That happens, you know what's this is very specific, I'm a freak for remembering this, but when Ganon gets impaled with the sword, he goes like, and there's like a little glitch in the noise he makes. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Sort of. We'll see when we get to it, but I forget what the problem was, whether it was the editor or was their microphone with the camera, I forget. But they explained that, I remember, at one point. Like in an update video, or maybe afterwards, I forget.
Richie, I make fun of you on the show sometimes, but I love what you made so much that I remember specific audio issues. I hope that this series that me and Zach made about you is more flattering than it is insulting, because we would not do this for anyone else.
Hey Richie, I'd like you a lot more if you got me that one girl's number. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm not just like saying, you know, you have to be my friend, just...
Zach is a creepy person, and we just have to accept and love him for who he is. Or you don't.
Yeah, my parents say the same thing. It's fine.
I love you too, Zach.
I hate myself.
I love you. You should love yourself.
Stop it.
I have a crush on you.
We've broken up for how long? Like, we can't just keep going back to this. You know what my answer is gonna be.
Hey, there's some idiot sleeping over there.
Why would you assume he's an idiot? Okay, Gary? He's so fucking judgmental all the time. I just want to punch him.
I gotta give Richie credit. His story arc with Brock and Gary flows a lot better when you watch the season as a whole.
I'm not remembering too much from this, and even then, like, I'm going through these episodes, I'm not really getting much out of them. I'm not
getting a ton out of it, but it's like there's a clear story going. Mario is like, okay, we need to try to get Link back. We have to go travel to see Professor Oak. So the next scene you see them travel, and the next scene you see them going to find Professor Oak, but he says like, oh, I told that guy off because I didn't know what he was talking about, and they find the UPS guy. Then they get the information.
I like the ideas. I like the ideas, and I like that they're showing everything. But the content in them just isn't memorable at all, and isn't worth. I don't know. Could have had some. Oh, fucking! These things suck. I forgot about this.
I'm gonna smile right in front of the camera as if this is a fucking Smosh skit.
This should have been SNES Pez stuff, you know, not for Stupid Mario Brothers.
Yeah, the final season of Super Mario Bros. Near the end of the final season.
I remember that scene actually made me lose respect for the characters when I thought they were badass before. They were really tough and edgy and stuff.
It's dumb fun. It wouldn't have been unironically good, but it would have been dumb fun. It's kind of like the scene with like DK saying that he wanted to propose to Pauline. It's enjoyable in a funny kind of way.
You know what happened? You know what happened when they filmed that day at the park?
What?
Another couple broke up.
Chris and Olivia were in a Rich Alvarez video. They could be fun.
They're illegible.
Chris, Olivia, run. That's the master. Oh, that's a.
I like it.
Aside from the shakiness, that's a cool shot.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with this scene.
They found a good tree. They found a good tree stump too, where they could put the sword in right in the middle.
Really nice clearing. I like it.
And they have like this nice forest background.
Looks really nice.
This sucks! We came all the way over here and it's protected by some stupid magic or something!
I like Gary's reaction in the scene, like being such a normal person and being like, well, fucking, I don't understand all this magic shit. Why you bring us all the way out here? We can't even be productive.
Like, honest to God, I agree with you. Julian sound legitimately pissed off in that scene. And I think it was
the one time Gary was like a relatable character. Thinky, pinky, winky.
He has to go back to therapy, but he doesn't want to.
I want Donkey Kong to be a therapist in this season, but no, he had to get blasted by Decius and then later killed on in Legacy, spoiler alert.
They kill Link off, he comes back in a part or two. They kill Snake off. Literally the next frame of the episode of the show, he's back. DK, gone! He's not coming back. Synecdoche.
Stop looking at the camera. It's not funny anymore. You've done it how many times already this season?
But Richie's doing it too now, so it's funny again.
No, but he's doing it because, like, Austin's doing it, so it's like, fuck, I gotta do something to react. This is a long shot. Again, this shot, why? Just look to the
It's
side.
also out of focus.
I just don't think it's funny anymore. Stop! You're a Listen, if you're a comedian, you can come up with other ways to make the joke work. Stop. You did this how many... Through the whole scene, you did it! The same joke! Stop it! Again, a simple ninja beat up Ryu from Street Fighter. That green makeup is very smudged near the eye there.
It's melting more and more every episode. As Ganon starts to lose his mind. Ganon is so poorly done after 64, personality-wise, too. Because he stops appearing. Like, he rarely makes appearances. I don't recall seeing him since they had Pauline on.
Yep.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me.
You know, I didn't hear this song, I don't think, before I saw Jersey Boys, and now seeing Jersey Boys, I'm glad they sung that. That's very nice. Good song choice.
Mario, this is very impressive. We've only been at it for a few hours. I've never seen anyone excel this fast. I don't have time to fail. Your determination is very inspiring.
Richie's giving himself a lot of props right now.
Hi, Luigi! Brock! Gary! You're back! But where's Mario?
He died.
What if Brock and Gary's arc was Gary slowly making his eyes become more squinty and blind as Brock slowly becomes more wider and can now see?
I'm gonna go and say something maybe a little bit controversial, though. Maybe not at all, actually. I think that Season 5 has been much more fun to watch than Season 4.
I forget how fun we had with Season 4, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
I was sober during Season 4, so I don't know. Maybe getting drunk is a necessity for me to like Stupid Mario Bros.
Maybe it drowns away my depression.
Oh yeah, the General's a character. Hi, Kevin.
Is this when he leaves? Or is that in the 75?
That's in this episode.
Oh. Oh, he left because Darkness told him to, not because he wanted to. He was down for the cause, but...
Because the Darkness is becoming more human, but then he tries to take over the world 3 or 4 more times.
Epic jump shot.
This scene is stupid. I fucking hate this scene.
I like alleyway scenes. They don't do this that much in this show.
I like the scenery. I like that they're doing it in public too. That was out of focus. But listen to the ninja's reason for coming here.
Wait, let me listen.
I didn't want anyone else to hear.
Hear what?
You lose, Wario. 2 of your fighters are injured, and 2 others can't win.
Oh, so it's gloating for no reason.
Too stupid to realize what's at stake.
You came to tell me that?
I just wanted to see your stupid face when I told you that everyone you care about will die.
That's really bad writing, Richie. That's like the worst fucking thing you could write.
So if this one ninja didn't feel like disobeying orders and going to tell one of the party members that left from the opposite team all this stuff, he wouldn't have come back and helped. Okay.
And that's how the episode ends. That's how the last episode before the finale ends.
I don't remember 74 ending as underwhelming, honestly.
If Wario goes back, he's gonna go back now to help his friends because he realizes... I'm back! Alright, before we end for tomorrow, we have to both do our best. I'm back. You go first. No, go again. Go, do your best. Do your best.
Wait, let me get a drink here. Let me stand up straight. Okay. Okay. I'm big.
Alright, my turn. Though before I go, let me just say something that just fucked me up. In the suggested videos, there's a video titled Stupid Mario Brothers Episode 75 Update. Now you know what fucked me up about that, Zach?
What?
It says 8 years ago it was uploaded.
It feels like 9, close to 10.
Man, 75 was like the biggest deal at one point.
Did the show end in 2012 or 2013? I think 2013.
2012. If this episode's May 14th, 2012.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Damn.
here's mine. Dude, God bless this show. I know we've been hard on it, and we're gonna go harder on it after 75, because 75 is great, and what comes after is not great. But Richie, I'm holding up a quarter of a wine bottle. This is to you, man. God bless you.
This just made the last couple break up.